Alright, what's going on, everybody? So, my comic is finally out, or back out, I should say. I have it up on Webtoons and on Tapas, and it's now in a format that readers on the platform can enjoy. So, if you like reading webcomics on either Tapas or Webtoon, I would appreciate it if you checked it out. Now, that being said, this process of converting all of my pages into a vertical format has been more tedious than I thought it would be. And there's a lot of things that I never took into account before that I'm starting to figure out now that I've done this for, oh my God, I think I've been converting these files for at least 2 weeks now. And by the way, for the record, when I uploaded my first upload, I would like to think they're not too long, but I went ahead and uploaded 3 chapters on each platform. So the first 3 chapters of Infinite Uppercut are on both platforms now. And at the time that this video is coming out, there will be a 4th update. So I shouldn't say 4 chapters, 4 episodes. It's all chapter 1. But yeah, you'll get a pretty decent glimpse into the comic reading the update, the updates that I have up there now. It's also painful looking back, knowing where my art currently is that people have not seen yet, because I'm now a ways away from chapter 4 being uploaded. But from where my comic is now and going back and looking at those initial chapter 1 pages, oh my God, is it? It's like, as an artist, you go back and you look at your old artwork and go, oh my gosh, look at this. But at the same time, it's a nice constant reminder of how much you've grown at the same time. But almost, and this may be a crutch that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's not entirely bad either. My art looking the way that it does in chapter 1, because my comic is kind of not just a comedy, it's almost dry, slapsticky, like it's not to be taken seriously at all, so I almost get away with it. It's a very weird action comedy. If I could call it a comedy action, that would probably be more apropos, but whatever. Anyways, man, the number of things that I've come across, or things that have been brought to my attention now that I'm doing this new vertical style comic, is the biggest thing that I could almost say that I've learned from this is I'm not really able to just grab panels and put them on a vertical or put them on a different page to fit the vertical format and just think, oh, I can upload this. Like, I tried that initially and did it in Webtoons and did the preview of it, and it was not readable at all. The artwork was the artwork, but the actual text and lettering, like the speech bubbles and everything, was entirely too small. Like, it's unreadable on mobile, and it was too small on desktop. So I needed to go back in and grab each individual panel and speech bubble and text and then put them onto the vertical comic. So chapter 1 was a bit of a chore, because I had already started grabbing pages and stuff, and I thought, oh, I'll just work ahead of schedule. I'll just grab the actual panels from the pages themselves and I'll just stick them onto the thing and I'll be okay. Wrong, it didn't work out that way, so I had to go back all the way through chapter 1, which is like, I believe, 72 pages, and I had to grab each and every panel and each and every text bubble and piece of speech and all of that and put it back onto the vertical format. So I pretty much did chapter 1 twice, essentially. Because I knew what I was in for in chapter 2, that one's going by much smoother. I don't know. I love how I'm writing a comic and I can't even talk, but in any event, that was easier. And chapter 2 is also a shorter chapter in comparison to chapter 1. Chapter 3 is not, though. That is my longest chapter to date, and I believe I'm currently working on chapter 4, but I don't even think that's as long as chapter 3 is. So I'll actually start converting the chapter 3 pages later on today. I actually have quite a few things to work on today on top of the comic, so hopefully I can at least get like a good 10 to 15 pages converted into a vertical format. If I can get more in, that would be fantastic, but we'll see. In a nice bright spot though, and I didn't even think about this when I initially started to convert my comic into a vertical format, I unintentionally gave myself a buffer. I didn't even think about that at the start, but when I started to re-upload the pages, that's when it dawned on me I actually ended up giving myself a pretty outrageous buffer right now to where I can comfortably work on chapter 4 without the rush, and the artwork is benefiting as a result. I honestly would like to see just how far ahead I can get. As of right now, it looks like I have pages on the platforms going all the way through June, and I'm not done yet, so we'll see. We'll see. But boy, this has been a journey. I actually thought about, and I may do this in a couple days, I may not, but actually doing almost like a walkthrough or read along, or just break down the initial first couple chapters of my comic and doing it on video. I'm not sure. Who knows? Honestly, right now, I haven't really, I think this is like the first update I've done in over a week, and I haven't even touched my gaming channel that I just started, which that's a great thing to do, is to not upload content on a channel. But I've really just been focused on getting these comics converted and having them uploaded. So once I have all of those sort of put up and scheduled ahead of time, I'll have more time to get back to doing a lot more of these videos more often. Now, see, here I go back to not being able to talk again. A lot more of these videos more often. I swear to God, the actual dialogue in my comic doesn't sound like that, but in any event, and I'll also get back to doing stuff on my gaming channel too. I'm actually trying to think now, are there any other nuggets that I've pretty much been learning along the way of converting these pages? Actually a pretty big one. I had no idea that, the last time I uploaded to Webtoon was like 2019, maybe even 2018. I had no idea that Webtoons has the ability to schedule comic uploads ahead of time the same way Tapas does. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. That's actually a lifesaver, because I thought I was gonna upload all of the comics onto Tapas and just schedule them like down the line the way that I needed to, but I was gonna have to do it for Webtoon every single week. I was kind of dreading that, I'm not gonna lie. But no, like, I've now just batch uploaded I don't know how many episodes of my comic to each platform, and that's made life so much easier. So I'm really happy about that. And there's quite a few people I know that do webcomics on both platforms. I can't believe nobody told me this, but I guess this is why you do your own research, right? But in any event, that's about it for right now. Just letting you guys know some of the things that I've been going through converting these pages, and also to let you know that my comic is now available. So if you want to go ahead and check it out and read it, I have links in the description. Please give it a read and give me some feedback. Tell me it sucks, tell me it's great, tell me whatever you feel like telling me, or just tell me how the weather is wherever you are. I really don't care, since apparently never mind. I was about to get into a whole rant that had nothing to do with what I'm talking about right now. But in any event, check the comic out, let me know what you think about it, and you all have a good one, and I'm out.